these are the fights which I think need to happen before 2027. Now we got, 5 months left before the end of the year. And some of these fights should have been made a lot earlier. Some of them should have been made, this year in the first half. But hey, still time. There's still time. So let's get straight into it. First of all, I want to say that the first fight that should be made before the end of the year is Jaron Ennis versus Virgil Ortiz Jr. This is going to be a great fight. I think it will happen next. I think they're talking about the Fundora fight. They're talking about another unification fight before Ennis, but this was originally booked, and I think this is what's going to happen next. It's going to be a great fight. I'm thinking maybe September, October time. It's going to happen. Ennis, he took some damage, so he might want to take a little bit more time, maybe late October. But yeah, I think this will be a great fight. Both guys willing to put it on the line to become the king of junior middleweight, and hopefully try and unify against Fundora afterwards. But I don't know, it's going to be a great fight. I think out of all the ones, this is probably the most likely to happen next from the list. Now next up, we're going to be moving down a division. We're going to be looking at Haney versus Keyshawn Davis. I think this was ordered, but it's not been announced yet. It's not been mandated. But I think this has a really high chance of happening. I don't think the Shakur fight against Haney is going to happen. That'll be the ultimate fight at welterweight, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think Keyshawn's going to be moving up to fight Devin Haney. That's sort of like a pseudo Shakur fight because they're both boys. They got a little bromance going on, Keyshawn and Shakur. So, there's a narrative there. If Haney beats Keyshawn, which I think he will, there'll be a narrative between, now Shakur's going to fight him to get revenge. So that'll be good, I think. This is a great fight for the division. I think, someone's has got to go, even though Devin Haney kind of lost already. But yeah, great fight. I think it'll bring out the best in them. I think people are going to look at this and say it'll be boring, but I trust that it will lead to a barn burner where they're going to, put their heads down, start swinging. So yeah, hopefully that one happens. I think this one's likely to be ordered, and then they might, I think there'll be some hijinks. Someone's going to pull out or something, but yeah, I have high hopes for this one as well. Now, next up, going to be moving up a division. Going to be looking at Dimitri Bivol or Artur Beterbiev versus Benevidez. I think someone's got to fight David Benevidez. Someone's got to do it. I mean, hopefully he doesn't move up to cruiserweight, David. Hopefully he doesn't move up to cruiserweight before fighting one of these two. I mean, it needs to happen. Someone needs to give David his big star-defining opportunity. And I think it can happen within the end of the year. I think Bivol, he had recently had a tune-up fight for 12 rounds, one of the slowest fights in boxing history against that one German fella. I think that was last month. And now next month, he's been ordered to fight Callum Smith. Hopefully that one goes fast without any injuries or too much damage for Bivol, so they can get straight back into this one. I mean, I have low hopes for this one. I think this one is least likely to be done because if David Benavidez was going to become a draw, he would have become a draw already, and people would be begging and lining up to fight him. But he hasn't become a pay-per-view draw yet. No one's really calling him out yet. He's still a big boogeyman of the light heavyweight division, of the super middleweight division when he was there. And maybe when he moves up to cruiserweight, he might be a boogeyman over there as well. It's just unfortunate for the career of David Benavidez. No one wants to fight him. None of the champions gave him a shot. Now he's had to sort of fight B-tier guys like Zerdo, like Caleb Plant, when he should be fighting the Canelos, the Bivols, the Beterbievs. This will be a real tragedy, but I think the best chance this fight would happen will be by the end of this year. Archer's been out for over a year. Bivol's fighting tune-ups. Come on, let's make it happen. The fourth fight, I don't know if anyone else wants to see this. I'm pretty sure I'm the only one, but there needs to be more people begging for this. And it's Sebastian Fundora, the 6'6" middleweight giant, who you guys probably know by now if you already watched my channel. I'll be raving about this guy once per video at least. But Fundora against Errol Spence Jr., who I think will beat Tim Tszyu later this month, actually. So I think Spence is going to maybe just about beat Tszyu, and then hopefully that sets up the mega fight, which will against Fundora and Spence, which will turn Fundora into a into a star. I think this is the fight that's going to make it finally. It's going to be a huge fight, huge build up, comical build up. It'll be, 5'9" Spence versus 6'6" Fundora. And, the casual crowd who knows Spence are going to tune in and finally see this giant called Fundora, tallest champion in boxing right now, and they'll be in awe, like, wow, what is this? And yeah, I'm excited for that one. That's going to be really good. I think this one's also got a low likelihood of happening just because the way, boxing fights develop. They're both PBC, so they don't really want to risk, one of them, no longer being a star. But this needs to happen, I think. I might be pushing for this when the Spence Zoo fight happens, which actually, after the Spence Zoo fight, I'm planning to stream it. So if you guys want that, let me know. I'm going to be planning to do a live commentary stream for Errol Spence versus Tim Zoo. Going to be really good. Going to be giving my live play-by-play. So just make sure to tune into that. And yeah, that's the fourth fight which we want to see. And finally, number 5. Yeah, this needs to happen. Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua. Now, Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua, they've been going at it for almost 10 years now. They've been trying to make this fight for 10 years. Supposed to happen in 2021. But then AJ lost to Usyk. And Fury had to defend his belt against Wilder and had that crazy war in Wilder versus Fury 3, which led to him being out for another year. And then, so Usyk took AJ's belt and then the fight sort of fizzled away. Now, AJ, he's been trying to make the fight against Fury. He's tried to make the fight against Wilder, but then Wilder lost to Zhang. So AJ's missing out on these huge fights. So, yeah. This Tyson Fury fight is just got 2 obstacles left, and it's two tune-ups for one for Fury, one for AJ left, or leaving 2 weeks time. So if they get past those really big challenges of old men and random guy, then yeah, we're gonna finally see it. Hopefully, Turki Al-Sheikh was talking about doing this in Wembley, but on American time. So I don't know, like 1 a.m. UK time. But so that would be 5-6 p.m. American time? I'm not sure. But he's trying to sort of do the best of both worlds to get the American audience, the British audience is happy because it's the big British build-up. And also, I don't know, Saudi audience happy. Yeah, I don't know how that's going to work. But yeah, that'll be it. That's the fight. That's number 1. That's the last one in the video because that is the fight. No one else wants to see anything else but that, even though it's 5 years too late and they're both, losing. AJ coming off a win against Jake Paul of all people. Fury coming off a win from Makhmudov. Not really most exciting. He lost to Fury. He lost to Usyk. AJ obviously lost to Usyk. Got knocked out by Dubois. So this is a fight that's late in the making, but it's still exciting. It's still the battle of heavyweight boxing in Britain. So, got shades of Lennox Lewis and Frank Bruno from back in the day. So that'd be a good fight. I don't care if people want to talk trash about it. At least it's happening. I can't complain about that. But yeah, that's it. Let me know what else you guys want to see. What other fights you think will be good. Like, comment, sub. Goodbye.